Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nabila Husna binti Muhammad Fuad from EH2205B. For this video, I'm going to explain about fermentation and the process of making Poori bread. What is fermentation? Fermentation is a chemical process by which molecules such as glucose are broken down anaerobically. In microorganisms, fermentation is the primary means of producing adenosine triphosphate ATP by the degradation of organic nutrients anaerobically. Its benefit is to destroy undesirable components, to enhance the nutritive value and appearance of the food, and lastly, to reduce the energy required for cooking and to make a safer product. The ingredients for Poori bread are flour, yeast, buttercup, concentrated milk, cooking oil, sugar, salt, and water. The step to make Poori bread is: put 3 cups of flour, put 1 spoon of yeast, put 2 spoons of butter, put 1 spoon of condensed milk, put 2 spoons of cooking oil, add 1 spoon of sugar, add 1 teaspoon of salt, mix the batter until it becomes like this. Then put 3/4 cup of water. Later, mix the batter again until it becomes dough. Make the dough round like this. This is the dough after being let 1 hour at room temperature. Separate quarter of the dough to be observed for 5 days. Lastly, the dough can be fried to make Poori bread. This is the final result of Poori bread. Since we want to observe the difference between fermented and unfermented Poori bread, the process is repeated the same except for adding the yeast. This is the equation of aerobic respiration and fermentation. This is the comparison between fermented and unfermented Poori bread. In this experiment, the Poori bread sample is taken and exposed to humid surrounding air at room temperature for 5 days. 3/4 cups of water also added to enhance the spoilage of the Poori bread. This moist and bare condition led the microorganism to produce. The appearance of the bread changes from white to yellowish green after 5 days. It is supposed that due to the worsening of the color, the bread is spoiled. One cent from the pattern already sufficient to stain the nose and settlement. The bread undergoes chemical spoilage before the microbial spoilage. The amounts of microbes also can be observed more in unfermented than fermented. The sample of fermented also has higher height of the bread than unfermented. In conclusion, the yeast cells in the batter underwent fermentation to produce carbon dioxide and ethanol. In the presence of oxygen, cells experience aerobic cellular respiration. The hypothesis is that yeast cells will undergo fermentation in the absence of oxygen in the air in a sealed container. A few recommendations can be contemplated to improve the result of the experiment. Firstly, introduce the enzyme or let the sample at higher temperature more than the room temperature. This is because enzyme activity rises as temperature rises and in turn rises the rate of the reaction. This also means activity less needed at colder temperatures. Furthermore, rather than 5 days, the time should be elongated for about 2 until 3 days. This gives time for the bacteria that have a rather slow rate of growth to be sensed.